In the late 1500s, the Spanish began their conquest of the Pueblo people of northern New Spain. Don Juan de Onate was granted permission to colonize Santa Fe de Nuevo Mexico. Relations between the Pueblo and the Spanish had been relatively pleasant for a few decades. In 1598, the Acoma leader, Zutacapan, learned that the Spanish intended to conquer Acoma Pueblo. Initially, the natives planned to defend themselves. However, their belief that the Spanish were immortal and their knowledge of Spanish atrocities committed in the past led the Acoma to try to negotiate a peaceful solution to the conflict. Onate sent a group of soldiers to the Acoma Pueblo to consult with Zutacapan. When the group arrived on December 4th, 1598, they sent 16 soldiers to demand food from the Acoma. When they refused, the soldiers attacked a group of Acoma women. The Acoma then attacked the Spanish soldiers, killing 12 of the 16. The survivors left in late December or early January and arrived back at Acoma Pueblo on January 21st, 1599. The battle began the following morning, January 22nd. For the first 2 days, the Spanish and Acoma skirmished, inconclusively, until the Spanish developed a plan to breach the Pueblo using a small cannon. On the third day, Zaldivar, the Spanish leader, and 12 of his men ascended the mesa and opened fire on the Pueblo with a cannon. After some time, several Acoma homes caught on fire and were destroyed while the conquistadors stormed through the settlement. There were an estimated 6,000 natives living at or around the Acoma Pueblo in 1599, at least 2,000 of whom were warriors. Of the 2,000, about 500 were killed in the battle, along with about 300 women and children. Some 500 prisoners were taken and later sentenced to a variety of punishments. Onate ordered that every male above the age of 25 would have his right foot cut off and be enslaved for a period of 20 years. However, only 24 men received amputations. Males between the age of 12 and 25 were also enslaved for 20 years, along with all the females above the age of 12. When King Philip heard the news of the massacre and the punishments, Don Juan de Onate was banished from New Mexico for his cruelty towards the natives and later returned to Spain to live out the remainder of his life.